Turning Adversity into Opportunity, written and published by Rise with Wisdom. Welcome, and thank you for choosing this audiobook. Turning Adversity into Opportunity. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles. At times, these difficulties may seem overwhelming, leaving us feeling lost or powerless. But what if adversity wasn't just something to endure? What if it could be a stepping stone to something greater? This audiobook is designed to help you shift your mindset, reframe challenges, and find hidden opportunities in even the toughest situations. Adversity can be a powerful teacher, and with the right approach, it can lead to personal growth, success, and inner strength. Through the chapters ahead, you will learn how to cultivate resilience, manage setbacks, and embrace change with confidence. You will discover how to turn failures into lessons, strengthen your emotional intelligence, and transform struggles into stepping stones toward a better future. This journey is about more than just overcoming obstacles. It's about using them as fuel to propel you forward. No matter what challenges you face, you have the ability to rise above them and create new opportunities. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Power of Perspective. Reframing Adversity. Adversity is something we all experience at some point in life. It comes in many forms: personal setbacks, financial struggles, professional failures, health issues, or emotional hardships. No one is immune to challenges, but what separates those who overcome adversity from those who are held back by it is perspective. How you interpret and respond to difficulties determines whether they become roadblocks or stepping stones to something greater. The first step in turning adversity into opportunity is to change the way you view challenges. Instead of seeing adversity as a sign of failure, consider it an invitation to grow, adapt, and learn. Every obstacle carries within it a lesson. Something that, once understood and applied, can make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future success. The stories we tell ourselves. Think about the way you describe adversity to yourself. Do you see yourself as a victim of circumstances? Or do you believe that every challenge presents an opportunity for growth? The stories we tell ourselves shape our reality. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you're unlucky, that life is unfair, or that you'll never succeed, your mind will accept these as truths, making it even harder to move forward. On the other hand, if you begin to see challenges as opportunities to learn, improve, and evolve, you shift your mindset from helplessness to empowerment. Consider this. Some of the most successful people in the world have experienced massive failures before they achieved greatness. What set them apart was their ability to see setbacks as learning experiences rather than permanent defeats. Examples of resilience. History is filled with individuals who turned adversity into success. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perspective turned repeated setbacks into stepping stones. Another example is Oprah Winfrey, who faced significant hardships growing up, including poverty and personal trauma. She was even fired from her first television job. But instead of giving up, she used her experiences as motivation to build an empire. Her perspective on adversity allowed her to transform her struggles into one of the most influential careers in media history. The growth mindset approach. Psychologist Carol Dweck introduced the concept of the growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. When you adopt a growth mindset, you start to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to become better. People with a fixed mindset, on the other hand, believe that their abilities and intelligence are set in stone. They tend to fear failure, avoid challenges, and see setbacks as signs that they are not good enough. This mindset keeps them trapped in self-doubt and limits their potential. Shifting to a growth mindset means embracing adversity as a teacher. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this setback to improve? What skills or strengths can I develop as a result of this challenge? By consistently reframing challenges in this way, you start to train your mind to see possibility instead of limitation. Practical steps to shift your perspective. 1. Practice gratitude for challenges. Instead of seeing difficulties as burdens, try to find something positive in them. Even small lessons can make a difference. 2. Reframe negative thoughts. When faced with adversity, change your internal dialogue. Instead of saying, "This is unfair, I'll never get past this," try, "This is difficult, but I will figure it out." 3. Look for the lesson. Ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? Every setback carries an opportunity for growth. 4. Study stories of resilience. Read biographies or listen to interviews of people who turned failures into success. Let their experiences remind you that adversity is not the end of the road. It's often the beginning. Conclusion. Your perspective on adversity defines your ability to overcome it. When you learn to reframe challenges as opportunities, you take control of your own growth and success. Setbacks no longer feel like failures, but instead become part of a bigger journey towards something greater. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into understanding fear and resistance, two of the biggest obstacles that keep people from transforming adversity into opportunity. Chapter 2. Understanding fear and resistance. Breaking through mental barriers. Adversity is challenging not just because of the external struggles it presents, but because of the internal battles it creates. Fear and resistance are two of the most powerful forces that hold people back from turning hardships into opportunities. They keep us stuck in place, afraid to take action, and often convince us that change is impossible. But what if fear wasn't something to avoid, but rather something to understand and work through? In this chapter, we will explore the nature of fear and resistance, how they show up in times of adversity, and how to move past them to unlock your full potential. The nature of fear. Fear is a natural response designed to protect us from harm. Thousands of years ago, it kept our ancestors alive by warning them of dangers in their environment. But in modern life, fear often manifests in ways that limit rather than protect us. Instead of fearing physical threats, we now fear failure, rejection, change, and the unknown. When facing adversity, fear often tells us, "You're not good enough. What if you fail? It's safer to stay where you are. You'll embarrass yourself if you try." These thoughts can be overwhelming, but it's important to recognize that fear is not truth. Fear is simply an emotional response to uncertainty, and uncertainty does not mean failure. The most successful people in the world feel fear, but they don't let it stop them. They take action despite fear, and in doing so, they prove to themselves that they are capable of more than they imagine. Recognizing resistance. Resistance is the invisible force that keeps us from making progress. It appears in the form of procrastination, self-doubt, perfectionism, and excuses. Have you ever wanted to start something important? A new project? A business? A fitness journey? But found yourself constantly delaying it? That's resistance at work. Resistance is the voice that says, "Now isn't the right time. You're not ready yet. Maybe you should wait until you feel more confident." The truth is, you will never feel fully ready. Confidence comes from taking action, not from waiting for the perfect moment. The longer you let resistance control your actions, the harder it becomes to move forward. How to overcome fear and resistance. 1. Identify your fear. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is it failure, judgment, uncertainty? When you name your fear, it becomes easier to manage. Often, we fear things that are unlikely to happen, or that wouldn't be as bad as we imagine. 2. Challenge negative thoughts. Fear thrives on negative self-talk. Pay attention to the messages you tell yourself and challenge them. Instead of "I can't handle this," say, "I've overcome difficult situations before, and I can handle this too." Instead of "I'm not good enough," say, "I am learning and improving every day." Changing your inner dialogue can shift your mindset from fear to confidence. 3. Take small steps. Action is the best way to defeat fear and resistance. Start small. If a big goal feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller steps. Each step forward builds momentum and makes the challenge feel more manageable. 4. Accept that fear will never fully disappear. The goal isn't to eliminate fear. It's to learn how to move forward despite it. Even the most successful people feel fear. but they take action anyway. The more you push through fear, the less power it holds over you. 5. Reframe failure as feedback. One of the biggest fears people have is failure. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Every failure teaches valuable lessons that can help you grow. When you shift your mindset from failure is bad to failure is a learning experience, you remove one of the biggest mental blocks holding you back. 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. Fear and resistance thrive in isolation. When you surround yourself with people who encourage you, push you, and believe in your potential, it becomes easier to take bold steps forward. Find mentors, friends, or communities that inspire and uplift you. Conclusion: fear and resistance are natural, but they don't have to control your life. When you understand how they work and develop strategies to move past them, you open the door to new opportunities, growth, and success. The next time you feel fear, remember, it's a sign that you are stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where the greatest opportunities for transformation exist. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to develop resilience, the key to bouncing back from adversity and using challenges to fuel your success. Chapter 3. Developing resilience, the key to bouncing back from adversity. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, unexpected challenges will arise. Some people crumble under pressure, while others rise stronger than before. What makes the difference? Resilience. Resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and thrive in the face of difficulties. It's not about avoiding struggles, but about learning how to navigate them with strength and wisdom. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate resilience so that adversity becomes a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. What is resilience? Resilience isn't about being unaffected by hardship. It's about learning how to respond effectively. It's the inner strength that allows you to keep moving forward despite setbacks, failures, or disappointments. Some people believe resilience is something you're born with, but that's not true. Resilience is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. Think of it like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you face an obstacle and choose to persevere, you build mental and emotional strength that will serve you in future challenges. The characteristics of resilient people. Resilient people share common traits that allow them to navigate difficulties effectively. Emotional regulation. They acknowledge their emotions but don't let them dictate their actions. Optimism. They see setbacks as temporary and believe they have the power to improve their situation. Problem-solving skills. Instead of dwelling on problems, they focus on solutions. Self-awareness. They recognize their strengths and weaknesses and use that knowledge to adapt. Growth mindset. They see failure as a learning experience rather than a sign of defeat. How to build resilience. 1. Shift your perspective on challenges. Difficulties can either break you or build you. It depends on your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" Every hardship carries a lesson that can make you wiser, stronger. 2. Strengthen your emotional regulation. When faced with adversity, emotions like fear, frustration, or sadness can take over. While it's important to acknowledge your feelings, don't let them control you. Practice mindfulness, deep breathing, or journaling to process your emotions in a healthy way. 3. Build a strong support system. Resilient people don't go through struggles alone. They surround themselves with supportive friends, family, and mentors. When facing challenges, don't hesitate to seek help, advice, or encouragement. 4. Focus on what you can control. A common mistake people make is wasting energy worrying about things outside their control. Instead, shift your focus to what you can control, your actions, mindset, and decisions. This shift empowers you to take meaningful steps forward. 5. Develop healthy coping strategies. Unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as avoidance, denial, or numbing emotions with distractions, only make adversity harder to overcome. Instead, develop positive coping strategies such as exercise, meditation, creative outlets, or engaging in hobbies. 6. Practice self-compassion. Being resilient doesn't mean being perfect. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. Treat yourself with kindness rather than harsh criticism. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a close friend going through a tough time. 7. Keep moving forward. The most resilient people keep going even when things get tough. They don't let temporary setbacks define them. Even if progress feels slow, any step forward is better than standing still. The power of resilience in turning adversity into opportunity. History is filled with stories of people who turned their biggest struggles into their greatest successes. From entrepreneurs who overcame bankruptcy to athletes who bounced back from injuries, resilience is often the key factor that separates those who give up from those who achieve greatness. When you train yourself to be resilient, you no longer see adversity as something that stops you. You see it as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and become stronger than before. Conclusion: adversity is inevitable, but suffering is optional. When you develop resilience, you gain the power to bounce back, move forward, and turn challenges into stepping stones for success. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to develop a success-oriented mindset, one that allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Chapter 4. Cultivating a success-oriented mindset. Success is not just about talent, intelligence, or luck. It's largely about mindset. The way you think about challenges, setbacks, and opportunities determines how far you can go. Those who turn adversity into opportunity have one thing in common. They approach life with a success-oriented mindset. In this chapter, we'll explore how to reframe challenges, develop a mindset of growth, and align your thoughts with your goals to maximize your potential. The power of mindset in overcoming adversity. Your mind is a powerful tool. It can either limit you or push you to achieve beyond what you thought was possible. The key to a success-oriented mindset is recognizing that your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," you reinforce those beliefs. But if you train your mind to say, "I'll figure this out," or "I am capable of learning and growing," you open yourself up to new possibilities. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Psychologist Carol Dweck introduced the concept of fixed and growth mindsets. A fixed mindset believes that abilities and intelligence are set in stone. People with this mindset avoid challenges because they fear failure. A growth mindset believes that abilities can be developed through effort and persistence. People with this mindset embrace challenges because they see them as opportunities to grow. A success-oriented mindset is built on growth. It's about believing in your ability to improve, adapt, and succeed, even in the face of adversity. How to cultivate a success-oriented mindset. 1. Reframe setbacks as lessons. Instead of seeing failure as proof that you're incapable, see it as valuable feedback. Every setback contains a lesson that can help you move forward. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? 2. Focus on what you can control. Many people waste energy worrying about circumstances they cannot change. A success-oriented mindset focuses on solutions and actions rather than problems. Shift your attention to what you can control: your effort, attitude, and daily habits. 3. Replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. If you tell yourself, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never succeed," you create mental barriers that hold you back. Instead, reframe your thoughts. Instead of, "I can't do this," say, "I haven't figured it out yet, but I will." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "Every failure teaches me something valuable." Over time, these small mental shifts will reprogram your subconscious to work in your favor. 4. Surround yourself with the right people. Your environment greatly influences your mindset. If you're constantly around negativity, doubt, and limiting beliefs, they will affect you. Seek out people who encourage growth, challenge you to improve, and inspire you to keep pushing forward. 5. Set clear goals and take action. A success-oriented mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about aligning your thoughts with consistent action. Set clear, realistic goals and break them into actionable steps. Taking action, even when you don't feel ready, is what separates successful people from those who stay stuck. 6. Embrace discomfort as part of growth. Many people stay in their comfort zones because they fear failure or rejection. But discomfort is a sign that you're growing. Every challenge, every difficult moment, and every uncomfortable step forward is shaping you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. The link between mindset and opportunity. When you adopt a success-oriented mindset, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. A struggling business owner may see financial difficulties as a sign to quit. Someone with a success mindset sees it as a chance to innovate and improve. An athlete facing an injury may see it as the end of their career. Someone with a success mindset sees it as an opportunity to develop new skills and come back stronger. Your mindset determines how you interpret and respond to adversity. If you believe every challenge holds an opportunity, you will find a way to make the most of it. Conclusion: adversity is inevitable, but how you respond to it is a choice. By developing a success-oriented mindset, you train yourself to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and setbacks as stepping stones. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of persistence and how staying committed to your goals, even in the face of obstacles, can lead to incredible breakthroughs. Chapter 5. The Power of Persistence, Pushing Through Obstacles. Success is rarely a straight path. It's filled with setbacks, roadblocks, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is persistence, the ability to keep moving forward despite challenges. In this chapter, we'll explore why persistence is a key ingredient in turning adversity into opportunity, how to stay motivated when things get tough, and strategies to develop unshakable resilience. Why persistence matters. Many of the world's most successful people didn't succeed overnight. They encountered failure after failure, but they refused to quit. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, yet he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but used that rejection as motivation to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. These people didn't allow temporary setbacks to define them. They persisted despite failure, rejection, and self-doubt. Persistence is what turns effort into results. Without it, talent and intelligence mean little. How to develop a persistent mindset. 1. Have a strong why. When challenges arise, the strength of your motivation determines whether you push forward or give up. People who persist have a strong reason behind their goals. Why do you want to succeed? What drives you to keep going even when things get difficult? Your why should be something powerful enough to keep you moving forward, even in moments of doubt. 2. Embrace failure as part of growth. Many people give up after experiencing failure because they see it as proof that they aren't good enough. But failure is simply a step towards success. Each failure teaches you what doesn't work. It builds resilience and mental toughness. It helps you refine your strategy for next time. Instead of fearing failure, expect it and learn from it. Every successful person has failed at some point, and persistence is what carried them through. Focus on progress, not perfection. One major reason people quit is because they don't see immediate results. But success isn't about instant perfection. It's about consistent progress. If you improve by just 1% every day, that adds up to massive growth over time. Small, consistent efforts are more powerful than bursts of motivation that fade quickly. Celebrate small wins and focus on steady improvement instead of waiting for a big breakthrough. 4. Develop mental toughness. Persistence requires mental toughness, the ability to keep going despite difficulties. Some ways to strengthen your mental resilience. Reframe challenges. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," say, "This is making me stronger." Build discipline. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you going. Stick to your goals, even when you don't feel like it. Practice self-compassion. Everyone struggles. Instead of being hard on yourself when things don't go as planned, learn from it and keep moving. 5. Stay adaptable. Persistence isn't about blindly pushing forward with a failing strategy. It's about adapting and improving along the way. If something isn't working, adjust your approach. Stay open to new ideas and learning from mistakes. Be willing to take a different route if necessary, but never lose sight of your end goal. The most persistent people are also the most adaptable. They keep going, but they're smart enough to change their approach when needed. Pushing through when you feel like quitting. There will be moments when you feel exhausted, frustrated, and ready to quit. When that happens, remind yourself why you started. Break your goal into smaller steps. Overwhelm kills motivation, so focus on just the next small step. Visualize your success. Imagine what it will feel like when you achieve your goal. It can reignite your motivation. Take a short break if needed, but never quit. Rest, reset, and come back stronger. Conclusion. Persistence is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's what keeps you moving forward when obstacles arise. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger and brings you closer to success. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to turn negative experiences into powerful learning opportunities, so you can continue growing and achieving your goals. Chapter 6. Turning pain into growth. Learning from hardships. Pain is often seen as something to be avoided, something negative that holds us back. But in reality, pain is one of the greatest teachers in life. It has the power to shape you, to strengthen you, and to push you beyond the limits you once thought defined you. Every hardship, every setback, and every disappointment carries with it a lesson, one that can transform you if you're willing to learn from it. Most people try to escape pain as quickly as possible. They distract themselves, bury their feelings, or give up when things become difficult. But the truth is, the most successful, resilient people are the ones who allow pain to mold them into something stronger. They don't see failure as the end of the road. They see it as a necessary step toward growth. Think about the hardest moments in your life, the times when you felt lost, defeated, or unsure if you could keep going. At that moment, it probably felt like the world was against you, like you had no control over the situation. But looking back, those struggles may have shaped you in ways you didn't expect. Maybe they taught you resilience. Maybe they forced you to become more disciplined or made you realize what truly mattered. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in discomfort, in struggle, in the moments when you're forced to push through uncertainty. To turn pain into growth, the first step is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing hardships as something unfair or something meant to break you, see them as challenges meant to strengthen you. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What skills or insights am I gaining from this experience? Every setback has a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Another key part of learning from hardship is taking responsibility. That doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but rather recognizing what you can control. When you face a difficult situation, there are always two choices. You can focus on what went wrong, on what's unfair, and stay stuck in frustration. Or you can focus on how to move forward. You can analyze what happened, recognize what you can change, and use the experience to become stronger. Fear and pain often go hand in hand. When you go through something difficult, it's natural to feel fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear that things won't get better. But fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that you're stepping into something unfamiliar, something that could lead to growth. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it as motivation. Let it push you to take action, to improve, and to prove to yourself that you are capable. Accepting pain as part of the journey doesn't mean you should seek out suffering, but it does mean recognizing that challenges are inevitable. No one gets through life without struggle. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they respond to that struggle. Some let it break them. Others let it build them. One of the most powerful things you can do is reframe your past difficulties. Instead of seeing them as things that held you back, see them as things that pushed you forward. The setbacks, the failures, the disappointments, they weren't roadblocks. They were stepping stones. They forced you to grow in ways you never would have if everything had been easy. No one enjoys pain while they're in it. But when you look back on your life, you'll realize that the most difficult moments were the ones that shaped you the most. Every hardship you face has the potential to make you wiser, stronger, and more prepared for the future. Growth isn't comfortable, but it's always worth it. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build unshakable self-confidence, even in the face of adversity. Chapter 7. Building unshakable self-confidence, the power within you. Self-confidence is a fundamental element for success, especially when navigating through difficult times. It's the belief in your abilities, your decisions, and your capacity to persevere, even when the odds are stacked against you. Yet, building true, unshakable self-confidence is a journey that requires patience, practice, and self-awareness. Confidence isn't something you are born with. It's something you develop over time. Many people mistakenly think that confidence is a natural trait that only certain individuals have. But that's not true. Confidence is a skill, just like any other skill, and it can be nurtured through consistent effort. One of the first steps to building lasting self-confidence is recognizing that confidence doesn't mean perfection. It's not about never making mistakes or having all the answers. In fact, true confidence often comes from acknowledging your imperfections and still being willing to face challenges head-on. It's about trusting yourself to figure things out, even when you don't have all the answers. A big part of building self-confidence is developing a positive self-image. You need to learn to see yourself as capable and worthy, regardless of past failures or mistakes. If you constantly criticize yourself or focus on your flaws, you'll struggle to build any real sense of self-worth. Instead, take the time to remind yourself of your strengths, your skills, and the times you've succeeded in the past. Reflect on moments when you pushed through adversity and came out stronger on the other side. Building self-confidence also requires you to challenge the negative thoughts that hold you back. It's easy to slip into patterns of self-doubt, especially when faced with difficulties. But if you allow negative thoughts to control your actions, you'll find yourself paralyzed by fear. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," take a moment to pause. Challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is that really true? Are there past experiences where you've been successful? What skills or strengths do you have that can help you overcome this situation? Another important aspect of building self-confidence is setting and achieving small goals. Confidence is built on success, and one of the best ways to achieve success is by setting yourself up for small wins. Whether it's completing a task at work, mastering a new skill, or simply overcoming a fear, each small accomplishment boosts your confidence and proves to you that you're capable of more than you initially believed. As you achieve these smaller goals, it's important to acknowledge and celebrate them. Too often, we get caught up in the bigger picture and overlook the progress we've made. Take time to congratulate yourself for your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Celebrating your victories reinforces the belief that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Self-confidence also requires you to embrace failure as a learning opportunity, rather than a setback. When you view failure as something that defines you, it will shake your confidence to the core. However, if you view failure as a natural part of the process, something that helps you grow and learn, you'll be less likely to let it undermine your self-esteem. Every time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve moving forward? Building self-confidence also involves taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. The way you treat your body has a profound impact on how you feel about yourself. When you take care of your physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and rest, you are sending a message to your mind that you are worthy of taking care of. Likewise, focusing on your emotional and mental health through practices like meditation, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend can also help strengthen your inner belief in yourself. One way to start cultivating confidence is through positive self-affirmations. Repeating affirmations such as, "I am capable," "I am deserving of success," and "I have the strength to overcome any obstacle" can help reshape the way you think about yourself. These affirmations aren't just empty words. They are tools that help to reinforce a new, healthier mindset. The more you affirm your capabilities, the more your subconscious mind will begin to believe in them. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also crucial for building self-confidence. The people you spend time with can either uplift you or bring you down. If you're constantly surrounded by people who criticize you, belittle your dreams, or make you feel small, it's much harder to build and maintain your confidence. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with supportive, encouraging people who believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself as well. Ultimately, building unshakable self-confidence isn't about always feeling 100% certain or never doubting yourself. It's about having the courage to keep moving forward, even when fear and doubt are present. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. To develop lasting confidence, you must also be willing to step out of your comfort zone. It's easy to feel confident when you're doing things you're already good at, but true growth happens when you challenge yourself to do things that are outside of your usual realm of comfort. It's when you push past your limits that you prove to yourself that you are capable of much more than you thought. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to embrace your strengths and recognize your unique value. Understanding and accepting what makes you unique is key to developing deeper confidence and empowering you to step into your full potential. Chapter 8. Embracing your strengths. Understanding your unique value. Understanding and embracing your strengths is one of the most powerful things you can do to build lasting confidence. When you become aware of your natural abilities and unique qualities, it allows you to step into your true potential and pursue your goals with greater conviction. Embracing your strengths is not just about knowing what you're good at, but about fully accepting and leveraging those qualities to create success in your life. The first step in embracing your strengths is identifying them. For many people, this can be difficult because they are often too close to their own experiences to recognize their own talents. If you struggle with this, think back to moments when you felt truly in your element. When have you felt most confident? What activities or tasks come naturally to you? These are often indicators of your strengths. Sometimes the strengths that come easily to us are overlooked because we assume they're easy for everyone. However, the things that come effortlessly to you may be incredibly challenging for someone else. For example, you may have a natural ability to communicate clearly, while others may struggle to express their thoughts. Perhaps you're incredibly organized, or maybe you have a knack for solving problems quickly. These are your unique strengths that make you stand out. Another way to identify your strengths is by seeking feedback from others. Ask people you trust, friends, family, colleagues, what they think your strengths are. Often, others can see qualities in you that you may take for granted. They can offer valuable insights into how you excel in areas that you might not even recognize in yourself. Once you've identified your strengths, it's important to own them fully. Too often, people downplay their abilities out of humility or fear of seeming arrogant. However, acknowledging your strengths is not about boasting. It's about recognizing your value and giving yourself the credit you deserve. By fully accepting your strengths, you unlock the confidence to use them to their full potential. Owning your strengths means taking pride in the things that set you apart. It's about recognizing that your talents have value, not only to you but also to others. The more you accept and appreciate your unique qualities, the more empowered you become. When you feel confident in your abilities, you're more likely to take risks, pursue opportunities, and push yourself further than you ever thought possible. Another key to embracing your strengths is finding ways to apply them in all areas of your life. For example, if you're great at problem solving, take the initiative at work or in personal situations where you can offer solutions. If you have a talent for motivating others, use that gift to inspire and encourage people around you. By utilizing your strengths in meaningful ways, you can build deeper connections with others and create more opportunities for yourself. It's also important to recognize that embracing your strengths doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses. We all have areas where we can improve, and acknowledging these weaknesses is just as crucial as recognizing our strengths. The key is not to let your weaknesses define you or limit your confidence. Instead, use your strengths to navigate those areas of challenge. For instance, if you're not naturally good with finances but excel in creativity, you can seek help from a financial advisor while focusing on your creative pursuits. The balance between acknowledging strengths and improving weaknesses is where true growth happens. Another way to embrace your strengths is by continuously developing them. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you should stop growing. Whether it's honing your communication skills, sharpening your technical expertise, or developing your leadership abilities, there's always room for improvement. Embrace the mindset of continuous growth and look for opportunities to refine your strengths. The more you work on them, the more confident you become in your abilities. It's also helpful to connect with others who share your strengths or are inspired by them. Being in an environment that values and appreciates your talents can encourage you to keep building on them. Surrounding yourself with people who support and challenge you is essential for ongoing growth and confidence. Whether it's a professional network, a community group, or a group of like-minded friends, the support of others can amplify your strengths and provide a sense of purpose. As you embrace your strengths, you'll begin to realize that they are the keys to unlocking the life you desire. Your unique abilities give you a sense of purpose and direction, helping you set meaningful goals and pursue them with determination. When you fully embrace what you're good at, you'll also have the courage to step into new challenges and take bold action toward your dreams. Embracing your strengths is not just about self-empowerment, though. It's about sharing your talents with the world in a way that benefits others. When you use your strengths to contribute to those around you, you create a ripple effect of positivity and growth. Whether it's helping a colleague solve a problem, supporting a friend in need, or contributing to a community project, your strengths have the power to make a lasting impact. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build confidence through action and how taking small steps can lead to big changes. By applying your strengths and taking action toward your goals, you'll not only reinforce your confidence, but also begin to create the life you've always envisioned. Chapter 9. Building confidence through action. Confidence is not something that magically appears one day. It's built through consistent actions that affirm your self-worth. One of the most powerful ways to build lasting confidence is by taking action. It's easy to feel uncertain when we remain stuck in the planning stage, or when we overthink every decision. However, true confidence is born from doing, not just thinking or hoping, but from taking steps toward your goals, no matter how small they might seem at first. When we take action, we prove to ourselves that we are capable. Every step, no matter how minor, reinforces the belief that we can handle challenges, overcome obstacles, and make progress. Action removes the guesswork and replaces doubt with certainty. It's like planting seeds of confidence that will eventually grow into a strong, resilient foundation. The first step in building confidence through action is identifying areas where you're hesitating. What are you avoiding? Where are you holding back? Often, the things we are most afraid to do are the ones that will help us grow the most. This can be starting a new project, having a difficult conversation, or even setting boundaries in a relationship. Recognizing the areas where fear has held you back gives you the opportunity to face them head-on. Once you've identified these areas, commit to taking small, manageable steps. Big, overwhelming tasks can feel impossible to tackle, which is why it's important to break them down into bite-sized actions. Rather than focusing on the end result, focus on the process and take things one step at a time. For example, if you're trying to build a new habit, start by taking a small action that feels achievable, like setting aside 5 minutes a day for the new habit. As you repeat this action consistently, you'll build momentum and confidence will follow. Small actions add up to significant results over time. By focusing on one step at a time, you're reducing the pressure and allowing yourself to experience progress, no matter how incremental. The key is to keep moving forward, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Confidence is built in the moments when we push through discomfort, when we challenge ourselves to keep going despite the doubts and fears. A great way to maintain your confidence through action is by setting clear, realistic goals. These goals should be specific and measurable, giving you a clear sense of direction. When you achieve these goals, you'll gain a sense of accomplishment, and with every success, your confidence will grow. But even if you don't achieve the goal right away, remember that every attempt is a step forward. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Another important aspect of building confidence through action is learning from failures. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the process. Every failure provides valuable feedback that helps you adjust, learn, and improve. When we fail, we are given the opportunity to grow, so long as we don't give up. Viewing failures as learning experiences rather than setbacks allows us to remain confident, knowing that each failure is just a step toward eventual success. Taking action also involves holding yourself accountable. It's easy to set goals and make plans, but without accountability, it's much harder to follow through. Holding yourself accountable means checking in on your progress regularly and making adjustments as needed. If you find yourself slipping into old habits, it's important to assess why and take corrective action. Accountability helps you stay committed to your goals and ensures that you're consistently taking steps toward building your confidence. Additionally, celebrating your progress is crucial for maintaining confidence. Each time you take a step forward, no matter how small, take a moment to acknowledge your effort and give yourself credit. This practice helps reinforce the positive association between action and confidence. When you celebrate your wins, you send a message to yourself that you are worthy of success, and you affirm your ability to keep progressing. It's also important to surround yourself with a supportive environment that encourages action. If you're constantly around people who doubt your abilities or discourage you from taking risks, it will be much harder to build confidence. On the other hand, when you're surrounded by individuals who believe in you and push you to take action, your confidence will grow naturally. Seek out relationships with people who inspire you, challenge you, and celebrate your successes with you. Another powerful tool for building confidence through action is self-reflection. Taking time to reflect on your experiences, the actions you've taken, and the progress you've made helps you recognize patterns and identify areas where you can improve. This practice allows you to adjust your approach, celebrate your growth, and stay focused on your long-term goals. As you continue to take action, remember that confidence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. With every small action, you'll find that your self-belief increases. Eventually, these actions will compound, and your confidence will become a natural part of who you are. You'll find yourself more willing to take risks, face challenges head-on, and pursue your dreams with greater determination. In the next chapter, we'll explore how maintaining confidence during adversity can be one of the most transformative practices you can implement in your life. Life is full of challenges, but when you've built confidence through consistent action, you'll be better equipped to navigate any obstacle that comes your way. Living with purpose and passion every day. Living with purpose and passion is the culmination of all the work you've put into understanding your worth, overcoming obstacles. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment to begin or hoping for everything to fall into place. It's about making the decision to live each day with intention and energy, knowing that your actions align with your true self and your deepest desires. To live with purpose, you must first be clear on what matters most to you. It's easy to get lost in the noise of daily life, duties, responsibilities, the demands of others. But true fulfillment comes when you align your actions with your values and passions. Take some time to reflect on what makes you feel alive. What brings you joy? What are you passionate about? What kind of impact do you want to leave on the world? These questions serve as a foundation for living purposefully. Once you've identified what truly matters to you, set clear, actionable goals that reflect your purpose. These goals should challenge you, push you outside of your comfort zone, and allow you to grow in the process. But remember, your goals should also be meaningful, something that excites and inspires you to keep going even when times get tough. Pursuing these goals will fill your life with passion, making each step you take feel worthwhile and motivating you to continue forward. Living with purpose doesn't mean that everything will always be easy or smooth. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you're living in alignment with your purpose, these obstacles will feel more like opportunities to grow rather than reasons to give up. Embrace the challenges as part of the journey. They will teach you resilience, perseverance, and strengthen your sense of purpose. Another key to living with purpose and passion is embracing gratitude. Being grateful for the small things, the everyday moments, and the progress you've made will help you stay grounded and focused. When you take time to appreciate what you have and how far you've come, you create a positive feedback loop that fuels your passion and reinforces your sense of purpose. It's also important to recognize that living with purpose is a continuous process, not a destination. You will constantly evolve, and your sense of purpose may shift or deepen as you grow. What's essential is that you remain open to this evolution and allow yourself the space to explore new passions and opportunities. Don't be afraid to pivot when needed. Sometimes our most meaningful work emerges when we step outside of our original plans and embrace new directions. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who share your values, and who encourage you to stay true to your purpose. The people you spend time with can have a profound impact on your mindset and energy. Build a community of individuals who uplift you, who celebrate your wins, and who challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Living with passion also means giving yourself permission to experience joy in the present. We often get so focused on our future goals and ambitions that we forget to enjoy the journey. Take time to savor the small victories, the moments of peace, the connections with others, and the things that bring you happiness. Passion comes from being fully present in each moment, not constantly looking ahead to what's next. Lastly, living with purpose and passion requires self-compassion. There will be times when you feel exhausted, discouraged, or overwhelmed. During these moments, it's important to be kind to yourself. Allow yourself the grace to rest, recharge, and reflect. Remember that purpose and passion are fueled by a healthy, balanced life. And sometimes, taking a step back is exactly what you need to reignite your fire. As you move forward, trust in the power of purpose. Let it guide you, empower you, and fuel your determination. Know that living with passion isn't a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong commitment to doing what matters most to you in a way that brings joy and meaning to your life. You have everything within you to create a life that is purposeful, fulfilling, and rich with passion. Keep moving forward, and remember that every step you take is a step toward living your most authentic life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through understanding your worth, building confidence, overcoming adversity, and learning to live with purpose and passion. As you continue to apply the principles and insights from this audiobook, remember that this is just the beginning. Your growth doesn't end here. This journey is ongoing. Every day offers an opportunity to strengthen your confidence, pursue your passions, and live with greater intention. You have the power to transform your life and turn adversity into opportunity. With the right mindset, determination, and willingness to take action, you can create a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, and filled with passion. Keep believing in yourself and keep moving toward the life you desire. Your worth is undeniable, your potential limitless, and the future is waiting for you to take bold, confident steps forward. Thank you again for listening. I hope these words have inspired you to take action and continue building the life you've always dreamed of. Best of luck as you move forward with purpose, passion, and confidence.